Starting the day with ease has become so important for me, and I've been intentional about making that happen. So I'm sitting on my exercise ball in my WOOSAH room, cup of hot lemon ginger water. I didn't even put tea in here, but this is my drink when I get up in the morning, is hot water, the juice of half a lemon, and I steep a knob of ginger in the water for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And I go outside just to soak up some natural vibes. And I was thinking about, I really wasn't trying to think about too much, because that's part of the ease, is not having so many thoughts and things run through your mind. But one thing that came to my mind, and this is how I end up with these impromptu episodes of Career Convos with Nikki. And these are the ones where people are engaging the most, and people are messaging me and commenting on things and just sending me emails about something I said that resonated with them. And I'm like, I didn't even write that down. That was just a thought that was on my heart when it comes to careers, and not just going to work, and not just coming every day and pushing for that gold star, but really taking a couple of steps back and thinking about this job where I spend a lot of my time, more time than I spend with my family in a lot of cases. Is this job bringing me joy? Do I get excited about this work when I get up in the morning? Or am I just coasting along because I need my check? Now, if you are somebody who, I'm not going to say fortunate enough, I'm not going to say lucky enough, I'm just going to say, if you are a person who is currently working in a job that you love, good for you. And the reason I don't want to say that you're lucky or that you're fortunate is that as an employee, you have control over the companies that you go and work for. And a lot of people end up in jobs that they don't like, that they don't look forward to, where they're just there for the check until something else comes along. A lot of people end up in those situations by their own lack of preparation, because you can tell a lot about a company, the state that it's in, and I'm speaking specifically about the accounting department. You can tell a lot about a team and what's going on and what it's like to work there if you are able to do your due diligence and prepare for this interview in a way where you can walk away with the ball in your court, where you're deciding, is this a place that is worthy of me? And the mistake that I see people make when they're going to a job interview, or me also being on the other side of the table as the person who's conducting the interview and recruiting, I can say that too many times employees and job candidates focus on preparing for a job by trying to impress the interviewer. You might go out and get a whole new outfit, or you want to be extra prim and proper, and you've done all of this research, and you're going to smile the whole time, and you're even going to change your dialect to where you're speaking in the way that you don't speak on a daily basis, because you want this person or these people or this hiring team to like you enough to give you the job. And so when you go into an interview with that mindset of, I just really want them to like me. Ooh, I want this job so bad. I want them to like me. Then you are missing out on the subtleties, but sometimes not always subtle. But you're missing out on the depth of that role. You're missing out on asking those make or break questions. Like, what happened to the last person who had this job? How has this job evolved in the last 5 years? If you're the third or fourth person backfilling this position in the last 5 years, that would make me wonder, why is this position a revolving door? What is it that's not right about this role? Or is it something deeper that's going on inside the company? And that should lead you to questions like, what do people say about working here? That's a big question that nobody has ever asked me that question. But no, I won't say that. I won't say that because that's a strong statement. And I've interviewed a lot of people. Somebody probably did. So I won't say that. But tangent. My neighbors got their landscaping done. And it is so pretty. Like gorgeous boho pretty. So cute. So cute. But yeah, you go into the interview with the wrong thing in mind, with the wrong intentions. It's not about if they like you, because what if they love you and they offer you a job in a toxic environment, doing things that you don't want to do, and it feels like outside of your paycheck, this is a waste of your time. So if you are listening to this conversation and you are somebody who knows that you're about to be on the job market, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, then I encourage you to go into these interviews with you first, with your satisfaction in mind. Even before you apply to the job, look at the job description, see what you're going to be doing, see what the requirements are. How much are they paying? Where are they located? Who would you be working with? And if that fits with what you desire out of your career, if it fits with what you want, need, and desire out of your career, then go for it. And then when you get in the interview, yes, have the small talk, smile, say hello, make sure you're prim and proper like you probably already are anyway. But it's not a, my dog is chewing on my plants. But the leaf is a little limp because it needs to be watered. So, but I got my sprayer here. It's like a 2-gallon sprayer that when I water my plants, my family say I look like a Ghostbuster. Like all I need is a backpack and I would look like a Ghostbuster, but whatever. So yeah, so clearly I'll be quick because my plant is looking crazy, but it's 1, 2, 3 new growths, 4 new growths. And this plant is almost 6'5". So yeah, it's my bird of paradise. Her name is Miss Birdie. I named her after my granny. My granny's nickname was Birdie. And she's a big girl. She's the anchor of my WOOSAH room. So that's Miss Birdie. But yeah. I just want y'all to think about that. Next time you go into an interview, think about what's important to you. Think about come at it from a place of not please like me and give me the job out of the several other people that you're interviewing. But look at it like, what am I going to be doing? Does this make me happy? Am I being paid what I'm worth? Does this get me out of bed? Is this job worth me leaving my family, leaving what's important to me to be here or be present? So prepare for the interview like you're evaluating that company, you're screening them, you're vetting them the same way that they're vetting you, if not harder. To say, let me figure out what's right for me. Let me go in here and ask the hard questions now so I can know that if I do get the job, I know what I'm walking into. Instead of going into the interview with the hope that they like you and you're smiling the whole time and you get the job offer and you start the job and you're like, what the hell is this? I had no idea all of this was going on. And that's not the company's fault because you had an opportunity during your interview process to ask these questions. And also, don't be that person who wants to ask the questions, but you're afraid to, so you don't, because you don't want it to seem like you're being rude or you don't want to create awkward moments. And even if you do, an awkward moment now that saves you a ton of headache, I'd rather just take the hit now if there's going to be any awkwardness. But if you're interviewing for a job and the interviewer is offended by you asking tough questions, that's a sign that that's not somewhere you want to be. So my poet is standing here looking at me with the most, if you don't come on and fix my breakfast face. So we definitely have to continue this conversation. But I just felt the need to say that is a lot of times when you end up in the wrong job, it's because you asked the wrong questions or you went into the job with the wrong intention. And so, yeah, let's talk about it, though. Let's continue the conversation. You can send me an email, nikki@nickwinstonCPA.com. You can message me on LinkedIn or social media. And I'm really curious to know how you prepare for an interview and if you're in the market, how you're planning to prepare for the next one. Because one of the things that you don't want to do is waste time and miss out on opportunities because you're afraid to ask the right questions or because you don't know what questions to ask. And so if you're looking for more career guidance, resources, visit my career convos page. It's nickwinstonCPA.com/career. There are a couple of, I think there's a couple of spots on the calendar for career coaching sessions, updating your resume, polishing up your LinkedIn profile, job interview, the guide. So when I talked about the questions you need to ask, I have a guide with all of those hard questions that you need to ask during the interview. And then we get into negotiating how to get what you deserve and what you want. And the onboarding. Everybody asks me about onboarding. So there's definitely a conversation to be had there. But my dog is really like being extra, stop, Poe, being extra shady right now. So let me get him some food. Y'all be good. I'll talk to y'all soon.